Hello, today I'd like to talk about Derrick Rose being traded to the New York Knicks for a bag of oranges and a purple Skittle, basically. But what the deal entailed was Justin Holiday, a second round pick, Derrick Rose, and I think something else for Robin Lopez, Jose Calderon, and the rookie Jerian Grant. I don't really understand this trade because for the Bulls, Robin Lopez basically does what Joakim Noah does, but worse. So, and well, maybe they put him in because Joakim Noah wants out of Chicago, it seems. But maybe they were just trying to clear up Derrick Rose's contract. I just think it was a bad trade altogether. But for New York, what this means is that they have a big three: Kristaps Porzingis, Carmelo Anthony, and Derrick Rose. You guys might not think he's still an elite talent, but he is. His post All Star break numbers were tremendous. But the Knicks, they're an interesting team to say the least. I think their head coach is going to do well with Derrick Rose because he has a similar game to what's that point guard, Goran Dragic, the Phoenix Suns' old point guard who moved to Miami. They have a similar game, and Goran Dragic just tore it up in that system. And Phil Jackson is Phil Jackson, so he's gonna do just greatness with this organization. But another thing I want to touch on is how Dwight Howard wants in on the Knicks. That could be something. And Kevin Durant also said he would join the Knicks if they could find a point guard, and they did. So imagine Derrick Rose, Carmelo Anthony, Kristaps Porzingis, and Dwight Howard, and then Aaron Afalo still as their shooting guard. That would be amazing. Crazy. But what I think the Bulls are gonna do, and what I think they should do, is since they got rid of Derrick Rose, come on now, Jerian Grant or Jose Calderon gets fucking social security checks. I don't think that you want him as your starting point guard, and Jerian Grant just isn't ready. So, um, I'd just go into free agency and try to get Mike Conley, the best point guard you've never heard of, because like great, excellent defender, he can hit the three. Um, Pretty good. He's just a pretty good player all around. He's pretty all around, and he's tough, really tough. I saw that in the playoffs last season. But Joakim Noah's pretty much out. He said he wants to leave Chicago basically. So they're basically rebuilding. They blew up the roster basically, and now they're rebuilding around Jimmy Butler, I believe, unless he somehow gets traded to the Celtics for that number 3 pick. If they do, then the Bulls are just in fuck it mode. I think I think that bringing in Fred Hoiberg rather than keeping Tom Thibodeau was a big mistake because they went from contending to making it to the finals. Like they were actually competing with the Miami Heat of old, and I believe the Cleveland Cavaliers. I believe they were a great defensive team, and now they're just okay on defense, to say the least. And I understand how everyone's saying he overplays his players. They signed up for it. I mean, no one's gonna say I want to come out the game, coach. These are NBA players, and they're ready for this. And the only people he's playing 48 minutes was like Derrick Rose and Jimmy Butler. But those were your superstars. And I was listening to an interview with Jimmy Butler where he was like, when he was on the bench, he was wishing he got playing time, and when he got all the playing time he wanted in those 48 minutes, I mean, what can you really say? Can you really say, put me back on the bench because that's what you asked for? I have pretty mixed signals on this trade. Like, it could be great for the Bulls if they rebuild into something great or they bring in a good free agent. I think the only reason why they picked up Robin Lopez at all was to just because Joakim Noah was leaving and Pau Gasol was pretty much retiring pretty soon. Um, that's about it. Oh, and they get the Knicks second round pick. No, the Knicks get the Bulls second round pick. So they should get a top 20 pick, second round pick. And there's some good players still there. There'll be Gary Payton Jr. still there. I'm really high on him. A great defender, just like his dad, and explosive athlete. Um, Other than that, I have nothing to say. All right, I'm out.